Let's be careful with what we put in the comments, okay, you guys? Be very careful with what you put in the comments. Because this happens. I got a strike, and that was unfair. So be careful with what you put in the comments. Yay. All right. They don't want us discussing what happened today. So we'll move on. Wasn't that interesting? Hello, Becky. It's crazy. But this is the card that popped on it because this is the truth. It was unfair. Unfair. I didn't do anything. See? Unfair. Unfair, biased, imbalanced, dishonest. So we'll see. So let's Oh my God, Becky, that's hilarious. That was my shortest live. That was definitely my shortest live. Listen, they've been giving me strikes for other people's stuff all day, and I'm like, do not take my account, please. Really interesting. So, yeah, that's crazy. So we're gonna have to be careful what y'all even put in the comments. Please continue to use keywords. You know, some workaround words. We're gonna have to stick to our mental gymnastics. All right, so don't use things like Afghan or whatever, because apparently that's really big and contentious right now. So let's figure out a different way to do it. See, we got some creative blockages. We got stuff we have to get around. So, yep. Things are doing in the dark, such as muzzling us and whatever. So we're just going to have to make that our priorities and juggle with it and get around the fact that we don't control these platforms. So we're going to have to get around that. So let's take fewer unnecessary risks and just stick to our keywords. Let's take fewer unnecessary risks and just stick to our keywords. And our whatever. Oh my gosh. Let me think. I don't know what we're looking at. All right, so let's look at the people who are picking up trash. I already did that. I was going to say, let's look at the people who are picking up trash near the oval, but let's change that. So we did look at that, and we're getting that it was flagalicious. Check that off. That's hilarious. I've never had them just cut off my live. I was like, no, they did. What did I do? All right, so we got that one done. We did that one. Okay. Let's look at Tennessee for a second. What's going to happen on Tuesday? Yep, got to remember codes. Y'all do too, because that's what they were saying is spreading misinformation. But y'all have to remember the codes as well, because I think we can't say Afghan, like all that stuff. So talk around it. Whoop. Talk around it. We're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel soon. Just get around it. Stabbing us in the back. We'll get around it. Did I do the mirror already? I did. Okay. Codes, y'all. We got to do codes. We are like the indigenous people. We have to do codes. We need smoke signals. I want to look at Tennessee real quick. I want to look at, hold on. Okay. It's really interesting. We got the Six of Cups and we got the Four of Pentacles. Okay. It's really interesting. We got the Six of Cups and we got the Four of Pentacles. For me, it is going to be a change, return, not to be in control. And I think we're going to get it back. It's going to be with the people. And right now it's with the oligarchs, because that is my oligarch card. But it feels like it's going to revert. It's going to be with the people. And right now it's with the oligarchs, because that is my oligarch card. But it feels like it's going to revert. It does. Change the color. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. According to what the cards say, let's see if who's gonna pull it out on Tuesday. Because I've heard two different things. I've heard if who's gonna pull it out on Tuesday. Because I've heard two different things. I've heard, I think two of the readers said that she's gonna pull it out, and then she being a blue girl, and then there was the guy who does the pictures, Cash Peters. He got that it would be the guy. So I'm wondering, according to right now, who it would be. So we're gonna do two different rows. We're gonna do, let's just do a 2-card. Let's do a 2-card. So the situation and then their challenge. All right, I don't know the guy's name, so I'm gonna just call him Red. There's something else I need to be talking about, because it's tugging my brain. Hey Leah. Hey Christy with an eye. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do Red. All right, let's do Red. Let's get a card, the situation card for Red, and then what's his challenge? Oh. Okay. Literally got Red. He is lacking ambition, lacking creativity. He's a little guy, but they're throwing so much money behind him, right? They're trying to create something, but it looks like he might fail. That's a maybe card, but it looks like he might fail. And then you got the Tower. Happy Thanksgiving or Happy Family Day. He got the Tower though, and then he got the Moon. So, and both of them in reverse. So we're looking at, it says avoid but delaying the inevitable. And then this one here is confusion, fear, illusion, deception. I wonder, because he got 2 major cards. All right, let's see blue. Is that her? Okay. Oh, what's her challenge? Okay. So, oh my God, it's like really anybody's game, you know, and it's interesting because most of these cards look like red cards, even though he has 2 major arcana on the end, but his majors are the Tower and the Moon in reverse. Okay, but for her, these cards don't look good either. They don't look good either because she got the 6 of Cups, unable to move on. Hello, Harai. And she's crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. So, like I said, they're throwing so much money at him, at this race to get him. It's feeling like anybody's game, actually. Who's going to make it? He might make it because of the deception, because of the things that people are doing underhandedly. Heartbreak. I don't think it's going to be a good one for us. I don't think Tennessee is going to be saved. Because if it did, that would take us to majority, wouldn't it? I don't know. think that would take us to a majority. Right? Okay, yeah, they're doing some shenanigans, y'all. They're doing some shenanigans. But listen, we still have light at the end of the tunnel, and we are going to persevere even though we may not get this race. We may not get this one, but we will be persevering because we're going to put our stake in the ground. We're going to put our flag in the ground. She's coming to fix things, the Queen of Wands. And like I said, they're fighting anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. So as far as that race, I don't feel that good energy for it. But we'll still persevere. Ah, yeah. Okay, let's get to there. No, but I was talking about for the Tennessee race itself. But there's that too, right? So, look. I told you we're going to be recovering. So, yes. Yes. I do agree with this. I agree with that. They are. It's going to be enough people that we're going to be fine. There will be a light at the end of the tunnel. There will be. I guess that reads on that. On the people jumping ship. Well, let's see why. What's the energy of that? What's the energy of that? Oh. I don't know if I read that, but I will show it to you. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is disagreement, lack of communication, incompetence. I do think that does work, right? I think that's pretty good energy for what that is. What am I doing? So let's see. All right, what's the energy of the Republican Party? What's the energy of the Republican Party? Fear. Fear and feeling stuck. Fear of change and feeling stuck and unable to move forward. Yes. They're walking away. They are walking away. Well, they want to. Let's put it that way. They want to. Because this is a card of walking away. They want to. So this is the that's crazy. Yeah. And then delays, miscommunication. And it's interesting. They have an 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Gosh, for some reason, 8 and 8 feels like death. I just got like death. Why did I get death just now? Why did I get death? Okay. All right, so what's the challenge? What's the challenge to them leaving? What's the challenge to them being able to leave? Because it's just, that's a lot. Oh. But it's definitely this one. So it's cruelty. So it's the Queen of Swords, but in reverse. And so that's coldness, that's cruelty, that's lack of the empathy. Yeah. Just everything about this year has made them lose basically confidence in themselves, but made the people lose confidence in them too. Oh, okay. Yeah, right? Okay. And in the past, they were just risk-taking. They stuck with the guy, and they surrendered, and they let go. They surrendered their power. They let go, and they just hung in the air, hung suspended, while they let this rash man just take over. So that was their past. That's what they chose to do. So what's the overarching energy? What is the energy over them? Choices. Choices. They have to decide what to do. They can stick with that big old red blob, or they can choose better. And it's almost like, or they can choose better. And it's almost like an act of benevolence. If they quit, if they walk away, it is like an act of benevolence. It is like being generous. It's like giving without giving. It's like trying to right the scale, but tipping it in the direction of the people. What are they going to learn? They're definitely learning regret right now. You looked what up? The 8 and 8? Okay. So this is what they're going to learn. That what they're also going to learn is to expand their horizons. Oh, okay. New cycles. Okay. Oh God, I'm getting so many goosebumps right now. That's interesting. Okay. So yeah, so they're learning about this regret, but there's just so much disappointment. Disappointment in, honestly, I would say disappointment in themselves is a big thing. Like they have basically kicked, and this is, by the way, the minor arcana death card, so it makes sense. But it's like they kicked over their own cups, or really like, but it's like they kicked over their own cups, or really like they have other cups standing, and it's just really interesting, right? Because overarching, they have a choice, and they have a choice to make, and that choice could possibly be to fix things, right? Now, the underlying energy here is the 9 of Swords. This is their anxiety. This is what's keeping them up at night. This is all of that. But what they're learning, or they're here to learn, is that regret. They're also learning it's time for them to expand their horizons. It's time to stop just being magalicious butt kissers. And it's time to like go off and their own voices and to persevere. So what's the outcome? What is going to be the outcome of these Republicans in the Congress? What's going to be the outcome? I don't know. I feel like so much compassion in this reading. And what's really interesting is I don't know how to read this one. I think this came out sideways. And again, this is the MAGA card I get, right? In this whole reading. And so this is recovery and hope, but it's also some insecurity, some isolation, some hardship. But playing fair, coming clean, releasing guilt. That's the big part. So let me just get a final button on here. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? No, I didn't. What happened? I know they're trying to put his head on the stake. The outcome, lack of direction. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. So I'm not getting their choice. I don't think they've really made it yet, or how to say it yet. I'm not getting a lot of their choices, but I will say, like I said, overarching enemy is energy. Overarching energy is that they are weighing those choices. They are thinking about how they can help fix the country themselves just by taking themselves out of the equation. But there's a lot at stake. What happened? Wait, we got to remember keywords, code words. Code words, or they're going to kick us off again. Have we, though? Have we fully learned our lesson yet? I hope so. I hope so. By the way, if there is anyone here who is wanting to get their own personal reading, this is the menu you would choose from here, and that's how you would get it. I'm just going to add all the likes I had before. Before we got kicked off. Hi, Lisa. And the cult jam. This keeps showing itself to me. That it is the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. That's true. I appreciate it, Venus. Listen. It was so weird. We're just talking and I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. What just happened? What just happened? You know, oh no. Oh no. It's really interesting. It's okay. So, all right. So you were saying 2021, a thing happened. And then the guy who was part of the thing came over here in April. What happened in April? April, we got tariffs. What else happened in April? Something else happened in April. The Carlos thing was happening. What else happened in April? Something else happened in April. Oh, it did. I've never seen that before. That was my first experience with it. Okay. Really? I'm trying to think what else happened in April. I don't know. Okay, let's look at court martial. They're just with our boys in uniform, they're just making it worse for them, you know? Oh, your birthday. When's your birthday? All right. I don't want to look on the court martial because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. Court martial's not going anywhere. So I guess we just looked at it. It's not going anywhere. What else was there? There was something else that we were working on. So we did the reps jumping ship. We did the boys who pick up trash. We did the Tennessee thing. We did the flag. We did. What else do we need to do? Okay, wait. So talk to me. Oh. I was going to say, talk to me about that. Look what just came out. I was just about to ask about that. And then this fell out. I was going to say, I don't think it went down the way they're telling that story. I got to look it up, but it doesn't feel like it went down the way they're telling the story. And for the FBI, for the FIB to be involved, I know it's going to be a lie. Because these cards right here is like laziness, procrastination, lack of progress, lack of ambition, and stagnation. It's the laziness that gets me because the storytelling is lazy. Like they said, those two were no longer with us. And then they were like, yes, they are. And then I'm like, what? So I haven't followed it because I was like, I'll wait to follow it later. All right, so, well, let's see. Was it self? Was it a self? It's a maybe card, and it's another maybe card. And then it's a fool. It's a fool's errand. He was sent on a journey. He was sent on a journey. I'm not getting he decided to do the journey. I'm getting he was sent on a journey. The same way that this is that. This is someone else guiding this boat. And I'm getting he was sent on the journey. It's interesting that he would give him asylum considering he undid everything that gray-haired man did. This is where this card is usually, to me, a personal mental trap, right? Because even though it says personal growth, to me, the way that it comes to me is that you're like in a prison of your own making when you have the ability to push this guy off and steer it yourself or get off on these other things. So that always feels like that to me. And so for it to be in the reverse of it, again, there's no control here. So it's feel like they're feeling lost. So like I said, there's no control. And if DT is going to give him asylum, then why would he go after their National Guard? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. The story is lazy. The FIB isn't telling the truth here at all. Because there is some inner conflict here. And it feels like inner conflict with this person. That's so interesting. I just heard very, very clearly I didn't do it. Yeah, the fact that there was some FIBs about whether or not they were on this plane or the next plane was definitely a thing. Something is like nagging me about this. What can you tell me? What can you tell me? Something's nagging me. What can you tell me? Interesting. You know, we watch movies and we think the movies are impossible, right? But something that came to mind is mind control. Like literally mind control. If you guys saw any of the Captain America, not Captain, the Avenger things, right? But especially the ones that dealt with Captain America and his people. They had those, yeah, like a neuro thingy, right? And so it's like they had some kind of signal, something that would trigger something. And it's like, when I heard I didn't do it, I'm like, what do you mean? You know, because I don't know the whole story. And then I heard they made me do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And that's when it flashed to that particular part of the story. It's like they made me do it. I don't think that's hyperbolic. I don't. And so looking at these cards, I don't think that's hyperbolic. Because When that's pulled out, I got a flash of family. Like a memory, like a, not usually, unless triggered by light. But it's okay. So that makes sense because this previous reading had internal conflict. This here is, like I said, I saw a flash of family, and then I saw this. And this right here, it kind of backs me up here because this is, again, the mental block. This is someone else being in control. This is dishonesty. This is confusion. So with hearing the energy say, they made me do it, this follows for here because it was then followed by this. And this is like, have you guys ever watched Once Upon a Time with Rumpelstiltskin? How there was this, it was either Rumpelstiltskin or some kind of death thing that was controlled by people. It feels like that. This card right here feels like that. Is that he was controlled, and that's what this feels like. He was charmed over here. No, this is the control. This is not like death that way. This is not how it's coming out in this reading, because death is not a bad thing usually, because death also means transformation. It means something old is ended, something new is started. It's like when I had dreams of death, right? Like there was a time I dreamt of my stepfather being hit by a car. And when I tell you, like mutilated, like pink matter mutilated. And I was so devastated. Like I cried so much in that dream. And then when I woke up, my entire pillow was soaked because I cared for my stepfather a lot. And so I was so scared. That meant he was actually going to die. But what ended up happening is his job moved to a different city. And so he had a choice of either going to that city or not having a job. And he had that job for over 30 years. But the Atkins diet took off, and he worked for a bakery, Wholesome Bakery, the bread company. And people had like sworn off of bread and stuff. And so they started going out of business. And that was such a change and transition for him, right? Because 30 years of his life wiped out. And so that was just one of those things that proved to me that a dream of death is a dream of transformation. So death is not necessarily a bad card. No, my headaches, you know, I've had a headache since I was younger, but they have gotten worse with becoming a teacher because I get triggered by light now. So I get migraines. I don't get headaches. Headaches are just play stuff. I get migraines. That's why I keep a big old bottle of Advil with me, because I can't get caught. But what I was going to say here is that they wooed him over. And that aligns with this thing in April, right? So, oh man, I just took these out of order. No, I didn't. Okay. And this is really interesting because it feels like basically he's been in waiting. Are you talking about when you have spiritual moments? Hey, AJ. Are you talking about when you have spiritual moments? Like, when do you get headaches, Wendy? Listen, anything caffeine means I'm going to sleep because, you know, ADHD, so caffeine does me differently. But yeah, so I see him like suspended, meaning like just in this waiting game. And King of Pentacles. This is usually my DJ card. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this in context to him, though? This feels like being resigned to it and not being able to not being able to make decisions. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't want that. I have dreams. I wouldn't want that one. I'm getting that he wanted to walk away, but I'm also getting that wait. This is just really strange. I don't feel like he was in control of his own mind. It really does feel like the Avengers plot. I don't feel like he was in control of his own mind. He should have walked away. And this feels like he was trapped through that. I don't think he did it for the money necessarily. I can see him being promised something, but it's kind of like he knew it wasn't going to happen. Does it make sense? It feels like he knew it was not going to be what they promised. So it was like he was resigned to it. Look at it. Look at it. The government lied to him. You know? It's the resignation I feel. Like, I just feel resignation. Like, just acceptance. Like, this isn't going to go the way that I wanted it to go. And I think he realized it too late. And that must be why the family, like, flashed in the beginning. Because it's like, I'll be back. I'll bring you over. Start new life. It didn't pan out that way. Is that correct? Yep, he was looking to start a new life. Instead, he's finding basically a death. And he had been manipulated. Completely manipulated. And he knows it. Oh, thank you. And he knows it. He doesn't even have the strength to fight it. The strength or the ability to fight it. He knows it. That's... man. Oh, man. Yeah, it feels like resignation. Like a little sadness, for sure. Because now he's going to spend... if they let him, he's going to spend that time in prison. Okay. Yeah, so Wendy, tell me more. Like, when do you get the headaches? What do you mean by that? About like when it's a warning. Is it like a warning for you, a warning for like somebody else, a warning for family? Like, when do you... and do they last? You know, do they last until you tell somebody, or how does your headaches work? I'm always interested in other people's gifts. It feels like Heroes. I love that show, Heroes. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. Oh. Really? I love this show. What's really interesting is the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles came out. These feel like messages to us, actually. It's like, keep using your discernment and just keep on. Like, don't give up. Like, it's persevere. Keep going. Your hard work's going to pay off. Slow and steady wins the race. I love heroes. But you know, it's really interesting in the fact that I think we're not the only ones aware, you know, because like when you find out that the government does have, yeah, things aren't always as they appear. The government does have, you know, well, did departments where they studied like remote viewing, and like they had psychics, they had everything. And they used them too to find people successfully. They used them to see into other places. And I remember watching some remote viewers talk about it. And they were saying that the other countries have them too, especially the Baka country. So like when we could not get anything from Mamdani, that made sense, because it's like, I feel somebody else's energy is blocking it. I mean, we'll try again, sure. Because I did look at some of his later videos, and they are also filtered. Let's just put it that way. They're also filtered. Okay. Yeah, let's get it. So this is emotional. Yep. That's really interesting. This card here keeps coming out. There are a few cards that keep coming out. This one keeps coming out. This one keeps coming out. And this one keeps coming out. This one is finally coming out in the upright. So I do feel that things are, and this one too, recovery. Things are changing, and they are changing for our good. So we can't give up. Like, we can't. We have money and we have emotions. We have values and we have emotions. We can't give up. They had a remote viewer for Expedition Bigfoot. Thank you. Okay. So, like I said, this came out in the reverse. So this was the recovery. The recovery and the hope keeps coming out. Now this one was in reverse, and this is disagreement. So, like I said, I think things are going down big time with them, like down, down, down. Because we have emotional stability returning, we have new opportunities returning. Hey, Sin. And we have justice returning. So things are going to be good. It just don't look good. Remember, I said, keep your eyes away from that stuff. Okay. So we just looked at the man of interest this year. He was accurate in front of interests. Oh, what are we talking about? Got the Hermit here. Oh, wow. The Bigfoot. Okay. I tried to do the remote viewing with a remote viewer. They were telling you how they do it. And that's when I saw DT. That's when I saw him in the bed. That's when I saw the doctors had said that they have tried all the medicine that they could try. Because his body was rejecting it. And I saw the doctor talking to Shady Vance, saying that to him. And that's why I've been feeling like he's been ready. He's been getting ready. Nest. Is that what they call it? A nest? Okay. So on the subject of the Hermit, this feels like an assignment for people here, is that you do need to get introspective. You do, like, I always get this. I've been getting it, since the October readings, is that, like, you've got to focus on you. Like, what do you want? What are you trying to achieve? Who are you trying to be? It's like, I didn't know they were calling this. That's the thing that you need to be doing right at this moment, is start shining a light on those places of your life that you're not happy about and do something about it. Seriously. Because when we come out of this, it's not going to be, oh my gosh, what do I do next? You should already be in the process of getting there, or you should be there. So this is a really good time. And honestly, it feels like energetically, this is like the time. Now, what's interesting, okay, so I had posted something. Oh my gosh. My laptop is all the way over there. I had posted something about about EpiPen, right? About how drop the anxiety and go look for how you can fix it. Okay? Let purpose find you, but you got to let purpose know you're also looking. Look at this, 9 and 9. This is a major message, y'all. Major, major message. Don't spend your nights up being anxious. Be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. Okay? Don't allow depression to take over. Don't allow fear to take over. Be anxious for nothing. Go within. Go within. Start listening to your own spirit. Start, and some of y'all already heard from it, and you've told it. You've told spirit, you've told purpose that you don't have time for it. You've told spirit, you've told purpose that you cannot do anything about it now, or that that's not the right way, or that's not the right answer, or whatever it is. Some of y'all have said that, and I'm telling you, it's telling you, okay, go back in and try it again. Because instead of telling me what you can't do, you need to be asking me, how can you do it? Let me show you how you can do it. Stop telling me no. That's what this is saying. That's what else this is saying. This is saying, go within and figure it out. Because why are you up? Why are you up being anxious, being depressed, being afraid? Go within. That's what that's saying. Yep, 9s are completions. The time for that is over. Y'all need to be in there. In there. Like, trying to figure that out. Okay. Oh man, we've covered a lot already. The Venezuela thing, it still feels very one-sided. It feels very one-sided. Hey, Mustang. Okay, I'm gonna do like another 10 minutes, I think. What are we on? Yeah, I'll do like another 12 minutes, and then we're gonna end early tonight. But there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh no, I wasn't talking directly to you. It was to, I just, like, I didn't see who, but I heard say this, so I said it. Hello, Storm of Bling. I like the name. Thank you for the fest pop. Appreciated. Okay. So, like I said, if you guys want personal readings, this is the menu for how to get it done. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, snap. All right. It's time for decisions. It's time for decisions. Actions and decisions. Failed partnerships. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's talk about it. What was the other thing I needed to do? there was so much going on. Okay, we already looked at Jeffrey, so I'm not going to look at him again. But we were talking about, not Caroline. We did Cash before, but his energy did change. Who did we have to do? We did Pete. Who did we have to do? Oh, no. I've never, oh gosh, my eyelash. I've never been there. The Rose Inn? What are we doing? Okay. So, refusing to face the pain, learn from past mistakes. Okay. The Caroline thing, they're like Caroline's family member. That's not her family member. That's her brother's ex. And I feel like it's a custody battle. I'm sorry, my eyelash fell in my eye. That feels like a custody battle. Hey, girl. You cleaning for tomorrow? Oh, man. That feels like a custody battle because we got a broken heart here. Refusing to face the pain. So people are like, Caroline's family member. That's not her family member. That is, whatchamacallit? Oh, snap. We're at 10K. All right, so personal readings. Remember, this is your menu over here. For other people, if you just want to, get on the calendar for a personal reading, you can do so by clicking on that twice, like that one, and then my face will show up again. You can get on the calendar for my live only special. So when I get off, I will not be honoring it. So you can look at it now and get on my live only special. Do not make any plans for Thursday or Saturday because obviously it's a holiday. So please do not book me for those 2 days. I didn't take that date out. I forgot to do that. So this Thursday and this Saturday, I will not be doing readings. Okay? So y'all need to choose a different date. I do have availability next week, so you are able to do that as well. All right. Do not miss this opportunity, y'all. Do not miss this opportunity because that cycle is going to close. I've been doing the live only specials for about a month now, and they're okay. I'm trying to see if they're worth keeping. They're okay. I've had like 10 people take me up on that offer. So I have the next 10 available for December. We'll see how that goes. And I may or may not keep it. I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but 30 minutes just doesn't feel like enough time for me. All right. These are such messages for people here. Look at this. Twice now. Twice. This message of fearing the unknown and fearing change. Y'all, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Or let me change this. Because fear is normal. Fear is natural. Don't let it drive, though. It's not allowed to drive. Okay? Don't let it drive. We're going to be okay. All right. Was there anything else, ladies and gentlemen, that we needed to read on, politically speaking? Otherwise, this keeps coming out. Okay. Guard your heart. But, wait, is he doing it? Is it now? Because these refuse to change, cycle coming to an end, bad luck. Is it now? All right, I'm going to do this one more time. And I think I was right before. They just haven't told us. But the fact that the AI has ramped up has told me a lot. I'm going to do this again. I'm pulling out just the major arcana. I love that they're a certain color. So something's up, right, Amy? I keep getting that Three of Swords coming out by itself. Something's up. So I'm like, wait, are you trying to tell me something? Because the baby keeps coming out. All right. By the way, just so that you guys know, for those of you who are like, what are you using? What kind of cards? I will show you what kind of cards I'm using. I am using my favorite cards. These are, I call these my training wheels, but tonight they don't feel like training wheels. They just feel like the ones I'm supposed to be reading with. These are some of my other favorite cards that I'm putting in here. I'm not going to play with them tonight because we're getting off early because I'm in a hotel with other people and they're like trying to sleep. So I'm about to get off in a little bit. But anyway, so that you can see them, these are the cards that I'm using. And there's some of my favorites. They have free shipping. So these are like my favorite cards to use. So in Major Arcana, I'm going to ask the question. So let me shuffle them well. SW. Who's W? Who's W? Oh, he did. He did. That's why I'm telling you. Because there is no direction. Because the people, you know, because he's not actually giving the orders, there's no direction. So, I did AJ. Hold on. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Something's off. This one. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Something's off. This one. I feel no energy. I'm telling you. I feel no energy coming out of that man. He's in a coma. This one. I feel no energy. I'm telling you. I feel no energy coming out of that man. He's in a coma or what. Go to next in a second, but I don't know. All right. I'm just going to try to put up with that. And then we're going to He did. We are going to be able to get some people, and I think that's how we're going to be able to do that. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to get the top dog for the T word, but we are going to be able to get those who were operating in such a way without him, without his knowledge and input. Absolutely. Absolutely. And because 2 or more in the aiding and abetting of, yeah, he's getting cut. He's caught because it actually, let me see something. Okay. We're going to do this in the space of weeks. Why am I being told days? Okay. Let me do something. Let me ask yes or no. Are we doing days? Are we to look in the days? Yes, card. Yes, card. You will never believe what I just split to. You will never believe what I just split to. Wow. Okay, so we're looking at days. Let's try days. Days. It feels early. It feels so early. All right, how many more days? How many more days of, what am I saying? How many more days of what? Till he goes? What are you telling me to look up? the Tower, the Chariot. How many more days till they come in? What do you think? Do you think that's what it's supposed to be? How many days until they come in? Because we have the Tower and the Chariot just now. How many days until they come in? Because we have the Tower and the Chariot just now. You know, the Chariot is my military card. The Tower is the delaying of the inevitable. How many days? I think we should do that. How many days until the military moves? Wait. It's this one that came out, but what is that? I know it ain't 3. 3 days. I don't know, because the sun came out with 19. I doubt it's 3 days. I doubt it's 3 days. Oh, what? You guys are glitching? It's possible. I'm on two bars. Let me try that again. How many days before the military is ordered to remove them? How many days until the military is ordered to remove them? How many days until the military is ordered? Okay. How many days? I got that they already got the order. How many days until they do that? How many days? How many days until they actually move on the order? How many days until they move to remove them? There's no way it's 4. Maybe that's weeks. I'm doubting that that's even the question I'm supposed to be asking. Okay. We're gonna see a friend real quick. I don't normally put him in the box. Now I see why. Can't put baby in the box. Okay. And there we go. You did? That's 4 days. Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Well, today's Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh my God. That's just weird. Let's see. I'm curious. All right, let's see. I'm so curious. I don't know if it's possible. Why are they telling me about Mel Robbins? Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got my prayer. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got my prayer. Amen. Oh, snap. He was moving. Okay. Amen. Oh, snap. He was moving. Okay. I know, Amy. We have been accurate, but that seems so fast. How long is he still here? I don't know. This just seems so fast. I was going to ask that question, but I was like, that feels weird. Okay. I'm getting yeses already. This isn't your yes. Is it your? Oh, this is your yes. All right. So hold on. He's like, let's go ahead and do this thing. We're gonna do yes, we're gonna do no, and then let's just get started. You see that? He just did it again. Yes, no, let's get started. All right. So, all right, let's ask these questions. Let's back it up. Remember, code words only, people. Code words only, because we got kicked off earlier today. All right. Hi, Onyx. Can we ask you some questions? Okay, that's a yes. Okay. All right. Can you show people your no? Okay, side to side is the no. Let's ask a baseline question. Do I have 4 living children? Okay, that's the yes. Alrighty. You see that? He did. He was like, listen, girl, you're supposed to be going to bed. Oh, we're shaking. Okay, so let's ask that first question. About the guy in the Capitol. Was he in control of his own mind? About the guy in the Capitol. Was he in control of his own mind? The guy with the metal thing. Was he in control of his own mind? Y'all see that no, right? Okay. Was it similar to the Captain America / Avengers example I gave? Was that like similar mind control? Interesting. He's saying yes. It's weird because it feels like it's so far-fetched, but it's like, but no, it doesn't. Because none of this year has been making sense. Okay. Was this set up by people who should not have set it up against their own citizens? Was this set up by people who should not set up against their own citizens? Was this a flag type of thing? Yes. This is the thing we've been looking out for, y'all. We said it was going to be done around Thanksgiving. We said watch for Thanksgiving. Okay. Did the man feel like he got tricked and trapped? Sorry. Hey, Claudel. Was the man feeling like he got tricked and trapped? Okay, yes. Okay, let's get back to this question. So I was asking, when would the military get their orders to move? Right? You can stop. Okay, so I was asking the question of when would the military get their orders to move? Was that the correct question to ask? I mean, hold on. I was asking like how many days. Was that the correct way to say how many days? Okay, so that was correct. Britt, we got kicked off of a live earlier today. It's crazy. We got kicked off because we were talking about, I want to call him a rug, like an Afghan rug, you know. Okay, so, yep. They came back and they said, that was your shortest live. Okay, so if we were correct in asking the question about how many days, then is it true that it's going to be in less than 5 days that they'll move? It's going to be in less than 5 days? There's no way. It's saying yes, y'all. I don't know why I keep saying there's no way. Nothing of what's happening is... You're right, it has gotten pretty bad. We just did the major arcana question of how many days before the military is told to remove them. And we have 4 days. 4 days from today would be Monday. I'm getting so many goosebumps, y'all. It's crazy. Okay. All right. Venus, I am going to ask that question. About the Mandarin. Will you answer a question about the Mandarin? Okay, you will. Because they're committing treason. They're committing treason. Because he's not... I think someone's going to let them know that he's not available. Okay. He's not available. Okay. Is he still... Wait, hold on. Is he still on this side of the plane? Is he still spiritually on this side of the plane? Okay, yes, barely. Is he leaving before winter solstice? He doesn't want to give me that answer. He's not making the choices, Britt. We've been saying it for days. We've been like, he's not making these choices. Okay. So, is DJ, or is the Mandarin capable of making any of these decisions? Is he capable of making any of these military or government decisions at this time? That's a no. That is a no. Okay. So is he still incapacitated? Is he still incapacitated? That's a yes. Has he been incapacitated since September? Has he been incapacitated since September? Has he been incapacitated since? Wait, no, it happened before September. So has he been in recovery since late August? Okay. It was August, late August when he disappeared. So has he been back to work fully since late August? Be clear so they can see it. No, he has not. Okay, so have we been seeing AI, green screens, pre-recorded video, anything but him? Have we been seeing manipulated video, basically? That's a yes. Okay. Has the boots on the ground received word finally that it's not him making the decisions? Have they received word that it's not him making the decisions? It's vibrating. Okay, let's think of that. Let's say it a little bit differently. Has the top brass learned that he is not making the decisions of war? Yes. That Venezuela war was a mess up. It's so stupid. Oh my God, I'm getting the chills again. So are they going to do the thing we saw? Are they going to do the channeling thing with the go, go, go? Are they going to do that? It's saying yes. It's gotta be, I guess so, because I got 4 days and Amy got Monday, and that actually lines up because technically it is 4 days and Amy got Monday, and that actually lines up because technically it is. Really? You think so? I don't know if we can reverse any deal. Comatose, yeah. Look how wide of a swing that is. So he's comatose. He's in a coma. He's in a coma. Okay. It is. I only have 2 bars, so I'm going to be getting off soon. Plus, everybody's trying to sleep. That's a huge yes. Okay, so, ooh, y'all have any last questions before we get off? What were my notes? Yes, Sunny. Like, I break it down on my page, and I've just been looking at so many of them. I have a few that put together, but they've been AI. They have been AI. They have been AI. It's infuriating. It's infuriating. Like, I'm getting vibrations right now. Okay. So, is it true then? Is it true that, now this is my conjecture, but is it true that Jeffrey has set up this downfall? Has Jeffrey set up the downfall? That's a yes. Yeah, we can't do it on TT because we got kicked off already. So we got kicked off. Oh my God, that's like crazy. Kicked off already. So we got kicked off. Oh my God, that's like crazy. Let's see, how long have I been on? An hour and 21 minutes. Okay. Okay. So the top brass, you know what? You know why they know? I just had it. 1, Rubio told them. But 2, oh yeah, the whole Russian thing. I'm sorry, the whole document thing. Yep. Well, we'll ask again, but yeah. So is Jeffrey still around on this plane, this side of the plane of existence? You see how wide that one is too? Yes, he is. Will he ever get caught? Will he ever get caught for this? Looks like no. Because technically he's dead. Is it because DJ didn't send him more money? Is it because DJ didn't send him the money? It's saying yes. It's saying yes. Okay. Does he have any partners helping him bring DJ down? Does he have any partners helping him bring DJ down? He does. Because the card we got had a pet, you know, like a witch's familiar. Is it his brother? Is it his brother? Yeah. I didn't see that email. I didn't see that email about him being 75% there. Okay. Are the dance parties that the people are having, were they helping at all? Big yes. Big yes. Okay. Is he taking care of Jizzy as like some kind of repayment? Is he trying to take care of Jizzy because of some kind of repayment? You are vibrating big time. Making my hand vibrate. He's not answering that. Oh, I read about him. I didn't ask about him, no. Oh, I read about him. I didn't ask about him, no. Okay. Says here some people's comments were filtered. Yep, I sure am joking, machine. This is for entertainment purposes only. Oh no, we're joking. We're joking. It's all just funs and games. Funs. I'm trying to see if I missed a question. Every single time we ask about if he's around, it's always a yes. Did I miss Venus saying something? Oh, that's just to keep her quiet. Okay. Sunny, we read about that earlier, and it wasn't looking good, but let's see. It was like it can go either way, but I did see heartbreak. We didn't ask Nick, so we'll just ask next. Will the Tennessee race on December flip blue? That's a no. But it's also like that doesn't matter because they're going to be jumping. There's going to be, because we read on the ones trying to make the decision, and it was like, no, seriously, it doesn't matter because there are some of them who are going to leave just to help, and that's their way of helping. They're going to leave just to help, and that's their way of helping. Now, again, this is today's energy. Y'all want it to flip. You gotta tell everybody who's in Tennessee who can vote for them to vote, But there are some in our reading that we did earlier that they're leaving as part of generosity. There's about 40 GOP that are following MTG, her lead, or they're thinking about it. So it only takes like, what, 3? Let's see. Well, enough of the gopes, well, enough of the reps abandon ship for things to lean back to blue in January. Will enough of them abandon ship? That's a serious yes. You only need what, about 4 or 5, whatever it takes to get 60%. That's why Tennessee doesn't matter. I mean, it's blue for the point of making it, but there has to be some major changes coming up. That's why Tennessee of making it, but there has to be some major changes coming up. That's why Tennessee is going to be a heartbreak. Because we got the 3 of Swords card on that. Tennessee is going to be a heartbreak, but the next card we got was it doesn't matter. It's like, it doesn't matter. Things are about to change. So people don't give up. Is there anything else before we get off? Here we go again. We definitely are. I didn't ask this question. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but I'm gonna ask it. Happy Thanksgiving. Did the DC pewter, was he paid? Did he get paid? Was the DC pewter paid? No. Was he manipulated? Yes, he was manipulated. Are we about to have 3 days of chaos? No. Is this the calm before the storm? Is this the calm before the storm? Is the coalition ready to step into place afterwards? Okay, that was a strange answer. Be clear. Is a coalition ready to step into place afterwards? Okay, yes. Fam? What do you mean, fam? So just to be clear, was today's or yesterday's situation with the pewter, was that a false flag? Was that orchestrated by those folks? Okay, it was. Was he trying to protect his own family? Was he trying to protect his own family? I'm gonna get off now and let's get ready and see if Monday pays off. Oh wow. Now don't y'all come out here being like, but you said Monday? Remember, energy does always have the ability to change. Anything can change. However, so far I think we're batting like 9 out of 10. We're doing pretty good over here in this little corner. All right, see y'all later. Bye.